Hello everyone. Now in last class we have discussed some question in which we have proved a type of relation as a reflexive, symmetry and transitive. Here one more question we are going to discuss here relate to the same thing as your question number 14 from exercise 1.1. Now here your relation is being defined in a plane xy in such a way that this is xy plane containing set of line. So here one relation in between the lines is being defined here is L1 L2. It is a pair of lines in such a way that L1 and L2 are parallel to each other. Here you have to show that this relation is equivalence relation, means all three conditions should be satisfied over here. So first of all let's start with the reflexive one. So first, for reflexive we will talk about means L1 should link with the L1 itself. So here L1 relate with L1. If you look at any of the lines, suppose here we are having any of the plane xy plane in which two lines are available as L1 and L2 which are parallel to each other. If you talk about only one line combination, you can say the line itself is parallel to it. L1 means L1 itself parallel to L1. So here for reflexive one, self relation should be maintained. So this is where going to be fulfilled here. So we can say regarding L1 and L1 is parallel to L1 itself, means your R is a reflexive relation. Second one, if you talk about symmetric one, for symmetric one, first of all we take L1 relate to L2. That means already available to us that L1 parallel to L2. If you look at the same diagram, here you can say L1 parallel to L2, or in reverse order we can understand L2 is parallel to L1. So reverse order here also we can write that L2 can be written as parallel to L1. That means we can say L2 can be related with the L1, means reverse order here also we are going to be maintained. So here you see what we are having here, L1 relate with L2, what we have written as a reverse order, L2 relate with the L1. That means you can say R is a symmetric relation. So this way in geometrical concept also this type of questions can be handled. Now for the last third one, transitive. For third case, for existence of transitive relation, one more line you have to suppose which is parallel to L2. So here one more line we make a sketch over here, that is L2 in such a way that these two are again with the parallel combination. So here first one, L1 relate with L2, that means what? L1 is parallel to L2. Second, what we are going to take L2 relate to L3, that is a third introduction. So here you can say L2 is parallel to L3. It is a very basic thing that if three lines are available in a parallel combination, so any of the two you can combine with the parallel combination. So here from the diagram also it is very clear that L1 and L3 can be linked with the parallel form. So here if you are going to make these two combined, what you can conclude here that L1 is also parallel to L3, means you can say L1 can link with the L3. That is basic requirement regarding the transitive form. So here the third one also we have stated here. So here we can say that L1 relate to L2, L2 relate with L3. As a conclusion, what we have? As a conclusion, we got L1 relate with L3. That means your R is a transitive relation. If any of the relation fulfill all three conditions for reflexive, symmetry and transitive form, that means defined relation is equivalence relation. So from first, second and third evaluation, defined relation is an equivalence relation. So this way it can be stated for a equivalent condition. So this way remaining question also you can solve, and in some of the question we need of some example in which we have to find out such relation in which certain conditions are going to be fulfilled or not. So after attending that much question, it will be clear to you that how much remaining questions you can attend. Now we move to the next category, that is type of functions. Before we start type of function, first of all we will talk about relations which can be understood as a function form. So basic 4 criteria we have studied last year. So let's revise all that 4 points first and then come to specific category regarding function, and that only the main part of our portion. Now here we are going to consider 4 cases in which relation can be considered as a function. So first case, we are having 2 sets A and B, or any of the combination we can take. This is A set, this is B set. Here some elements are available. Regarding each element, here we are having an image. And many more. Here try to link. Suppose 1 is correspondence to 1, 2 is correspondence to 1, 3 is correspondence to 3, 4 is correspondence to 4. Here you can say one relation we have defined from A to B in such a way that each element of set A having its solution in set B. This solution known as image of set A element. So here you can say X in general, X are the element to be considered from set A, Y are the element that is to be considered from set B. So here you can say that each element of set B is image of each element of set A, or in reverse order also you can say that regarding your domain, each element having its single image in set B. So this category in which each element take part in formation of an image is known as a function. Means each element of the domain having its single image in a range. So if this type of correspondence is going to be exist there, this such type of relation we can consider as function. Okay, so if you are going to define this one as a function form, it is to be write as f from a to b such that fx is equal to y. So this way you can define your function. Here y means term in terms of x. So here in our case 1 is giving you 1 solution, 2 is giving you 2, 3 is giving you 3. So it is a identity function, means this fx you can define x as a x. Remaining form means other form also you can define in terms of function. So this is a basic criteria in which each element of set A having its image in set B, doesn't matter any of the element remain as such which is not a part of your function form. Here none of the elements should leave as such which is not taking part in formation of image. So this type of correspondence are called a function form. Okay, so this is a basic criteria. Second one it can be, and such type of single correspondence we know as the one-one correspondence, one-one mapping. Second criteria for which a relation can be considered as a function is in second one this is set A, this is set B. Here we are talking about a limited elements in set A and B, so it will be better for understanding that how any of the relation can be converted as a function form. Now here we are going to define one function in such a way that two element regarding set A giving you single image. Many combination it can be. If you look at this type of function in which x square we have defined as a normal function form. This is nothing, it is y. So these are the x element, these are the y element. If you look at this type of combination and substituting the value of x in this function, -1, if you write answer you will get as a 1. If +1 you write answer you are getting as a 1. So here you can see even in the diagram regarding to these two distinct elements you are having a single answer or single image in set B. So here you see in domain you are having more than one element which are having only single answer. So here you are having many, more than one element. Here you are having one image. So such type of correspondence also you know as a function form. Okay, and such type of functions are known as many-one function, or such type of mapping normally known as many-one mapping. Means more than one element having single image in your range form, means set B. So this type of relations are also considered as a function, and such correspondence are many-one. Here also it is allowed that any of the element is not a image of correspondence element of a set A. So here none of the elements should leave as such which is not taking part in formation of image. So this is the second criteria under which any of the relation you can consider as a function. Now two more conditions we are going to be discussed here in which your relation is not a function. So, third one, what the criteria we have discussed just now, this reverse condition, if it is going to fulfill anywhere, so at that time your relation will not be considered as a function form. Means first one, suppose we define here one function as x minus 1. This is A set, this is B set. Substitute over here. If you substitute 1, answer will come out as 0. But 0 is not present over here. If you write 2, that is 2 minus 1, 1 you are getting. Like that to many terms you can define here this way. So, regarding your 1, 0 is not present. So, this 1 is going to be remain as such, not taking part in formation of image. With respect to 2, answer is coming 1. With respect to 3, answer will come 2. With respect to 4, answer will come 3. So that way, except this one, all the elements are going to take part in formation of its respective image. So here, this one is going to be remain as such over here, which is not taking part in formation of your y. So in this case, it will not be considered as a function, it is a relation only. So this is a one condition in which your relation will not be considered as a function. So in this set, if any element is going to be remain as such, which is not an image of any corresponding elements, it will be allowed. But if here any of the element is not going to take part in formation of the image, it will not be allowed as a function form. So in this criteria, this is not function. Now the last condition, in which again the relation will not be considered as a function, that is reverse order of many 1. Means one element in set A giving you 2 answer form, that is not allowed. So the fourth criteria, this is your set A, this is set B. Here, suppose 4 we are having, anything else we are having here, like that. Now, here we have defined one function as the under root of x. So if under root of 4 you are going to write, your answer normally come with 2 solution plus minus 2. So regarding 4 we are having here 2 answer form, that is plus 2 and minus 2. Any other form you can write, it is not the exact answer form, as such we have written. So regarding this 4, in this your range you are getting 2 solutions, so it is became one many correspondence. Means here one value giving you more than one solution as a image form. So it is not allowed that this type of relation you can consider as function. So this is a reverse order of many 1 category. So if any of the question from such type of combination you generate, that will be only remain as a relation, not be convert as a function form. So this is the another criteria in which your relation is not a function. So this way, these are the basic 4 criteria under which relation can be considered as a function or not. Now we move towards the type of function that is the main part of our solution. So first we go for one function, then many one, and then third one is onto. So one and many one already we have discussed, but once more time we make it more clear about one correspondence and many one correspondence. So the next our topic is type of functions. In type of function, first category is a one function. As your term is a one means there should be one correspondence in between defined set, means A to B if any of the function is being defined. So just try to understand it with the diagram, it will be more clear to you. Suppose A is here, B is the another set from where to where your function is being defined. Here your function is being defined from A to B. For one correspondence, it is compulsory to have a single image formation. So basic criteria regarding the function should be fulfilled everywhere. For one correspondence, each element of set A should have a single image in set B. Doesn't matter if any of the element is going to remain as such, which is not an image of set A element. So that type of function you will consider as a one function. Second one is a many one function. Second one is a many one function. As already we have discussed about this term when we were discussing about the category. So here, as your term is many, means here -1 give you plus solution, +1 give you plus solution. Here anything else you can write, or if you are not writing, that is also okay. In set A, here we are having two elements, -1 and 1. In set B, again we are having two elements, in which your fx is being defined in such a way that two are giving you only one answer. So here, more than one element having a single image in set B, that means it will be considered as a many one correspondence, and such type of functions are called a many one function. It is not necessary that only two elements are having single image. Sometimes what is going to happen, more than two even having a single image in your answer form. It is going to happen normally when you talk about a signum function, integer functions, like that. So these all type of functions are coming under this category as a many one function. Now the third one and the main part of a type of function is a onto function. Up to now what the case we have discussed, in which you have seen that here somewhat elements are going to remain as such, which are not image for correspondence is set A. But here in onto case is quite different. Now the third category is or third type is onto function. Only one thing we have to add here in your one correspondence or one mapping, that is your This is 1, 2, 3. It is A, B and C. 1 corresponds to first position, 2 corresponds to 2 and 3rd corresponds to 3rd one. Here function is defined from A to B. This is A, this is B. Here you can see I have written only limited element in set B, means each element in set B compulsory image of element with respect to set A. Means for each element of set A, we are having single image in set B and none of the elements should live in set B which is not image of set A element. So as such it should be covered as a image form. Here we have not written D which is not a image form. So compulsory all element of set B should be have a function value, or you can say each element of set A having its image in set B. None of the element in set B should remain as such which is not a part of your function value. So this type of correspondence known as onto function. So there is only one point that is to be considered in mind while writing 1 or onto function. In 1 it is allowed that any of the element remain as such. That is not an issue, but when you are talking about onto, all the elements should cover. So here you can say in a theoretical form that range of your function, here function is defined, range of your function means this is being a range of your function, all value will consider as a range of the function. It should same as a B, from where to where your function is being defined. This is known as the domain, this is known as the range. In some of the cases what will happen, some elements are not coming as a range of f, so at that time it will be considered as a function but only 1 not onto form. And for existence of inverse of function, again it is compulsory to have a 1 onto function, otherwise your inverse will not be exist there. Only few cases are there in which many function can be considered as a onto one. So these are the basic 3 criteria or 3 type of function which are to be discussed further. So first one, it was 1 correspondence, means each element of set A is taking part in formation of image. Second one, many one, means more than one element in set A form single image in set B. And the third one, that is onto, means each element of set A forming single image with corresponding element to B. So this is all about the type of function. Now next we try to understand which one can be 1 onto or many one. Now here is a short form of 1 many one and onto. We are having some term here. If your functions are 1 as a single term, it can be called as injective. Second, if your functions are onto only, then it will be considered as a surjective. If your function is being 1 onto, simultaneously both are going to take place. These are called bijective, means both are together. So sometime with refer to this name also, it can be asked that to check out whether these are injective, surjective or bijective. Means injective is being asked, that means you will talk about 1 form. If surjective is asked, that means you will talk about onto form. And if bijective means both the cases you have to discuss. Okay. So this way, this type of functions are to be discussed based on your question. So in next class, we will try to find out the solution of next exercise which are based on a type of function. Thank you.